This is Roy Canny, and this is Favorite Game Friday, where we have a group of contributors with completely different tastes in gaming talk about their favorite game in the category of the week. This week, we're talking all about games that are only cards, so no tokens, no dice, any of that sort of stuff. Games that are just used with plain cards, and they can have all sorts of different things on those cards. Leave in the comments down below what game you like that is just cards. This is a little bit tricky this week, and let's get to the contributors' clips.
Hi everyone, my favorite card game is Skull King because I just played the heck out of this copy and I bought so many copies to friends that instantly wanted one themselves. And another favorite card game of mine is Love Letter because you don't actually need the counters that comes with the game, you just play without counting the wins. Although my favorite version of Love Letter is Lovecraft Letter because it just plays up to 6 and the artwork is amazing. Happy Friday!
What's up, everybody? This is Eric at the Meeples Republic, and this week on Favorite Game Friday, we're talking about card games. Games with no boards, no dice, no meeples, no components of any kind. And so my pick of the week is Dexscape. Now, this is a escape room style game. It's literally just a box with a stack of cards in it. There's nothing else going on in this game. It's very similar to the Exit the Game series or the Unlock series, but this one is my personal favorite out of all of them. So, Dexscape, that's my pick of the week. I'll see you guys next week.
Hi, I'm Simon from Seattle, and today we're talking about games that only have cards in them.
Oh, I know what your favorite's gonna be. It's gonna be Jazz, the singing card game.
Beat 'em up, no!
Well, then is it gonna be Them's Fighting Words?
You dirty rascal, no.
Is it Hot Garbage?
What is this, 2020?
Well then, oh, I know what it is. It's gonna be Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
No!
Oh. Well, I know what your favorite thing of all time is, and that is Scott Pilgrim. So is it Scott Pilgrim's precious little card game?
But I've already defeated the 7 evil X's.
Well then, what is your favorite game that only has cards in it? Ah!
Star Wars Timeline. I find your lack of taste in card games disturbing.
These are some of our favorite card-only games. And we think card-only games are great for those of us who can't keep dice on the table.
Like, hi, this is my favorite card game, Donuts for, like, donuts. It handles, like, 2 to, 6 chicks or, cats. I mean, that's awesome. Sleeping Queen's Ichiban.
It was really hard picking a game in our collection that has just cards because so many of them have tokens and other things. So what I settled on was just desserts. A game where there's a huge deck of dessert cards and you're using those dessert cards to feed customers that are coming into your dessert restaurant.
My pick is Bun Bar because these animals are so janky. Just kidding, it's not Bun Bar. Bun Bar, it's stew. Because everybody's making a stew, but animals are trying to ruin the stew.
Yeah, they're trying to steal the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, we are a family of board games, and when we checked our shelves, realized there is really not a lot of games that we have that are only cards. There's always some tokens or something else in there. But from the few that we have, there was one that was sticking out as something special, and that is Embers of Memory, which is a reprint of Ravens of Three Sahashri.
It's a 2 players only game, and we love 2-player games. It's cooperative, it's asymmetric, and it has limited communication, and it has fantastic artwork. Here you see some cards, because obviously it's only cards. And it's based on a book series by Sarah J. Maas, if that would convince you to this really gem that fell under the radar. Have a good Friday!
When we talk about card games, aside from the obvious, one that I really love is Combo Fighter. It's a primarily two-player card-only fighting game reminiscent of your old school video games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Allison.
I'm Bryce.
And we're Better Half Reviews. And our favorite pure card game is Forest Fighters from Real Deal Games.
For me, this replaces Dominion. It has a little bit more theme that I like.
Definitely.
Hey folks, I'm Daniel from Punchboard Party, and my favorite game that only has cards is Guillotine. And I might have cheated a little bit because this game comes with this little cardboard guillotine that you put at the end of the card row to indicate what end you're going to be collecting noble heads from. This is a game from 2011 with a really zany theme of collecting noble heads. And you do this by having a row of 12 noble cards, and at the end of your turn, you're always going to collect the card at the end of the card row. So during your turn, you can play a card from your hand that manipulates this card row. And so everyone's going to be going around in turn order, manipulating the card row and picking the card at the end of the row into their points pool. And so as the turns go around, the card row is going to get switched here, there, and everywhere. You're going to feel like you have it set up, so you're going to get that 5-point card. And then all of a sudden, the person before you just takes all of the cards, discards them, draws 12 new cards from the deck, and you're in a totally different situation now. Guillotine has always impressed me by how it brings together chaos and strategy into a game where you feel like you can actually do something to affect the outcome of the game, and at the same time feel like you have no ability to do that whatsoever. So Guillotine, for being fun, chaotic, and a little strategic, always has a place at my table. So that is my favorite game for this week. You all have a happy Friday.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Doug.
And we're from Chocolate Cover Games.
And this week, for Favorite Game Friday, our choices are...
Mine is Hearts.
And mine is The Fox in the Forest.
Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Jenny, and we're Rubber Family Reviews. And our favorite card only, I picked Dominion.
And since, card only tends to lend itself really good to deck building, I picked Valley of the Kings. Though we had a little bit of trouble finding the ones, that are just cards.
And our son really likes Cardline. This is actually Timeline, but either of those, really good, really quick ones.
Happy Game Friday!
Zach.
And I'm Zach.
And we're from Nacho Average Tabletop. And our favorite card games are...
Sushi Go Party.
And Port Royal. Go check us out on YouTube to see all of our other content.
Happy Friday, everybody! I am Lizzie with Long Distance Gamers, and my pick of the week for a cards-only game is Parade. It is easy to learn, has greater strategy than is initially obvious, is beautiful, and is a blast to play remotely. Happy Friday, and hey, be you!
Hi, I'm Ryan. And I'm Elise. And we're from the Game Chalet. Today we both have picked the same games.
First, we have Happy Salmon.
In this game, you are playing cards from a personal deck in order to get your deck to be empty, winning the game.
But you must perform the actions with your opponents.
Our other pick is the family game, Abandon All Artichokes.
Try to get rid of every artichoke from your deck.
That's it. See ya!
Hi everybody, my name is Hanson, and for this week's segment of Favorite Game Friday, where we're talking about games with only cards in the box, I initially was going to go with Jishi Academy, which is the reprinting of Hanami Koji, but there are those favor tokens that go back and forth in between the players, so it doesn't quite fit the bill of having only cards in the box. So instead, I'm going with Claim, which is a two-player trick-taking game from Deepwater Games, designed by Scott Alms. It's a lot of fun, it's pretty quick, and it's simple enough, and it's got fantastic artwork. If you enjoy trick-taking games, I would definitely check this one out. It's been one of my favorites ever since I picked it up. Thanks everybody, and have a great Friday.
Hey, happy Friday, friends and gamers, it's Frenchie. Roy, only cards, nothing else? You're killing me here. That takes out so many good games. There's a lot of good games left, but my favorite game with just cards is Red 7. Unheralded game in which you have a bunch of cards that comprise a palette. Each card has a different rule that changes the game, and your goal is every time you play a card, you have to be winning the game, and if not, you end up bowing out of the round. Really a lot of playability, really, really fun. Red 7, my favorite game, just cards. Have a great weekend.
Hi, my favorite small card game for a while has been Fantasy Realms. I love the simple rummy style that's easy to teach, and the games wrap up before you're quite ready, which means you want to play again right away. But a new challenger has been gaining ground. Ohanami is making a big play to overthrow.
Hi, I'm Josh from the YouTube channel Josh Yaks. When it comes to games that are made only of cards, whether you are building a deck beforehand and then playing out your deck in a game like Magic the Gathering, or you're building your deck as the game progresses, as in Star Realms, there's just something about deck building that draws me in every time.
For me, I kept thinking of all these different card games, but I was like, oh no, that has tokens, or oh no, that has like a couple dice or things like that. But for me, I really enjoy Dominion.
Hi, I'm Ness, and today we're talking about our favorite games that are only cards. I was gonna say Fort, but it's got cardboard player boards in it, so I guess I can't say Fort. It's Channel A. Channel A is sort of like Apples to Apples or Cards Against Humanity, where you have one judge and then everybody else playing cards that match a category. But in Channel A, you're playing multiple cards to create the title of an anime or like a cartoon in a certain genre. And then you actually have to describe the show you've come up with. And it's not always the funniest thing that wins. I mean, it's really just who comes up with like the most interesting concept. And sometimes it is really funny. This is probably the game I've had the most laughs with. I have laughed until I've cried, like doubled over. I'm laughing even remembering some of it.
The first printing of Sentinels of the Multiverse was all cards, and that's all it was. Although technically the second printing had some tokens in it, this is the one I played, so I'm going to say this counts as being an all-card game for this week for me, because this is the one I played. The first printing of Sentinels of the Multiverse.
Assalamu alaikum. My favorite game, which uses only cards, is Hero Realms. It's a deck building game, and like most other deck building games, it just uses cards. But just look at this small packaging. It packs a punch. It can be played from 1 to 4 players, but I prefer it for 2 players only. It's a head-to-head, very simple card combat game, which doesn't drain your money out like other collectible card games. So, a perfect game for me. Star Realms is something similar, well, exactly similar, but space themed, which came earlier. But my favorite one is Hero Realms. Thank you.
Hello, Twice as Nice here, and these are our very favorite card games with no other things but cards. Ours is Dominion, the original, because the expansions have tokens in them. So.
And my favorite is Slamwich, and I like it so much I have all of the Slamwiches.
Yeah.
Bye!
Hi everyone, I'm Nathan. My favorite card-only game is an app game. It's Paperback, which I'm in the middle of a game right now. It gives you a hand of cards. Each card is a letter, and you use those letters to build words. I think it's great for keeping my brain sharp. As far as physical games, my favorite physical card-only game is Legendary. Love me some Legendary, and I'll be glad to play any version of it with you anytime.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
And my favorite game that only uses cards is Point Salad. I think this is an easy, fast, fun little game that you can play with 2 players and it's fun, or you can play with a bigger group of people. We brought this to a game night recently and everyone loved it.
Yeah, it's a great game, and I feel like everybody that we've taught it to has gone out and bought their own copy, introduced their friends and family, and so it's been a really big hit for our friends.
Yeah.
For me this week, my pick is Oh My Goods by Alexander Pfister. This is a hand management tableau building game where players are building buildings and producing goods and they're using resources from the market. What I really like about this game is just how quick it sets up, how easy it is to learn, and really the multi-purpose cards, whether they're in your hand or face down, or that you can use them in different ways. It's a really great game, so I highly recommend Oh My Goods. Those are our picks for the week. Have a great Friday.
Happy Friday!
Our favorite game that uses cards and no other components is the two-player game Lost Cities. Technically, it does have a board, but you don't really need it, so I'm still counting it.
It's always fun to have these cool different card games and to see everybody's different picks for their category of the week for Favorite Game Friday. It's awesome to have people from all around the world join in, and make sure to leave your comment below of your favorite only card game. And if you want to join us here on Favorite Game Friday, it'd be awesome to have you join in. Basically, the way this works is you shoot a super short video, try to make sure it's vertical instead of horizontal, and send it into the Google Drive link down below. I've had a lot of requests for people joining in, and they're kind of confused of how this works, but anybody is able to join in on Favorite Game Friday, and it'd be awesome to see you here on the community for the channel here, and you can join in and tell us your favorite game. Next week, we're going to be talking about one versus many games. Is there a game where one person is one team and the rest of the players are playing against them? What's your favorite one versus many game? Make sure to leave that in the Google Drive down below, and thank you for joining me on Favorite Game Friday. I'll see you next time.